This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a dishwasher that isn't draining. This happens to be an LG one. You can see all the water here at the bottom. This is going to work for pretty much all types of dishwashers that have an air gap that's located up near the kitchen faucet. It looks kind of like a R2-D2 looking round thing, but it's part of the drain mechanism. I just pulled off the little silver cap, and I'm going to now remove the little white cap on the top by depressing it on the two plastic tabs and lifting it off. You may find there's something caught in there, and just pulling it out will make it drain. If not, though, this is a trick you can use that can help to kind of bypass the air gap and go right into the garbage disposal, which will make it drain a lot easier, a lot faster, and make it less likely to clog. So I just took off the little nut on the top, I take off the washer, and I'm going to push the air gap down into the area underneath the sink. I'm going to open up the cabinet, and then here is the black hose that goes to the disposer. Here's the gray hose that goes to the dishwasher, and this thing kind of unites the two. So I'm going to remove the hose going from the dishwasher, the gray one, which is kind of a smaller hose. Basically, I'm going to put the gray hose into the larger black hose, and this is going to bypass the air gap where things tend to get caught. I'm pulling the smaller gray hose off of the air gap. I'm going to put it in a bucket and press the drain function on the dishwasher. Now I notice that the water does come out. So I think it was getting stalled somewhere in that air gap. Might have been a clog in there. But just to avoid the air gap, I'm going to go directly into the garbage disposer. And this is how they actually do it in Europe. They don't use these air gaps. The only detriment is that if you fill up your sink with dirty water, the dirty water can flow backwards and then contaminate the dishwasher. So to get in the way of that, once you install this hose, you want to bend it in a high loop where it goes up basically as high as the countertop. And that'll keep water from flowing backwards into your dishwasher. And also will allow you to have really good drainage from your dishwasher. And you probably never will have to have a technician come out and fix your drain. So I'm just letting all the water come out from the LG dishwasher, and again, once it was disconnected, it seems to be flowing pretty good. When you do this, you can also shake that gray tube, and that may help to work loose any food particles or whatever may be in there that's causing it to be jammed. The biggest complaint we have for dishwashers as technicians is ones that won't drain. This is pretty common. So I'm going to go back underneath the sink now. I'm going to disconnect this hose, this big black hose that goes to the garbage disposal. And once I get the clamp loosened, I'm going to grab the tube and twist it. Sometimes these are really hard to get off. You have to use a lot of force. So there's a pretty big black tube, about maybe 1.5 feet long. So get that out. And then I'm going to cut off a small section of that black tube with a knife. You can use even a sharp steak knife would work. And I'm going to stuff this gray tube into that larger diameter black tube. I want to get that gray tube in there about 1 inch. Then I'm going to put a hose clamp over the black tube so it's squishing down on the gray tube. Now the gray tube will empty directly into the black tube, and the black tube is going to go right to the garbage disposal. No more air gap. So in these pictures we can see now this big black tube with the gray tube going right into it, and that is now reconnected to the garbage disposal. I'm bending it in a big high loop that goes up almost to the countertop. I'm using a zip tie to kind of hold that gray tube in position. And again, this is so that dirty water from the sink, if it overfilled, would not back up into the disposer and then flow backwards to the dishwasher. So this is a adaptation that seems to work really well to keep things from clogging. The reason that air gaps clog is they have a much smaller diameter, and things from the debris from the dishwasher gets caught in them. So I'm giving it the drain command by pressing the two buttons for about 3 seconds, and now I can see water shooting out, looking down from the top of the sink into the disposer. So the dishwasher is draining really good. So it doesn't really take any parts. You just need to modify the existing system. What I do then is I put the air gap back in there to kind of plug the hole, but it really isn't doing anything. It's just for aesthetics. Just kind of reinstall it. And all the water drained out. So that works really well. And it's very simple. Probably take you 15 to 20 minutes. Just needed some nut drivers to undo the hose clamps and a knife to cut the hose. That's about it. Hopefully that'll be helpful to you to fix your dishwasher. And thanks so much for watching. And please subscribe when you get a chance. We'll send you a lot more videos. Thank you.